and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. And today I wanted to talk about, well, it's Friday, and on Fridays I usually talk about mental health issues. Today I want to talk about agoraphobia and self-esteem, mainly low self-esteem. So, hi, hello, if you are new here, my name is Jennifer. I do makeup material. In fact, I am going to do a get ready with me because I need something to do with my hands, or I'm just going to be doing this the whole time. And I do makeup material, I do unboxings, and I do talk about agoraphobia and mental health issues. And so if you're interested in any of those topics, or say you are interested in all of those topics, then I highly suggest that you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and set it to all so that you're notified anytime that I upload a video. So, if you are interested in today's topic, then hang tight because we are getting right into it. Okay, so today I'm just going to be using stuff from my stash, but I thought I would try this. I got it in my where did I get it from? Ice cream beauty bag. Okay, and that is the color story that we are working from. It is called the Rachel Select, from Rachel Couture, the Rachel Select eyeshadow palette. That's what it is called. So it looks like a nice warm fall color palette, but I use shadow palettes for any season, so whatever. Okay, so I'm trying to get better at talking and doing, how rude, my makeup at the same time. So I am agoraphobic, for those of you that don't know. I do go out mainly to places where there's not a lot of people at, because I'm afraid of crowds. And I've been thinking about it a lot. And I know, should I start this video? Let's take it way back. I used to get picked on when I was younger. And it's so funny that such a small part of our lives sticks with us through our whole lives. But those are like called our formative years. And that's just what happens. Like, what happens to us in, like, say I was picked on in middle school. And it's just like when our brains are forming and you're just trying to get a sense of self. And the things that happen to you then in that period of time really just seem to stick with you. And now I've come to terms with it. With what has happened to me. I had lovely parents growing up, even though my dad didn't always offer me the emotional support that I needed. he did the best he could. I was a very emotional child, and he just didn't know how to deal with that. But I was picked on so much in junior high that when a guy actually asked me out in high school, I thought it was a joke. I thought he was like doing it as a joke, but it wasn't. And I got along better in high school. I had a group of friends, but they weren't like, I wouldn't say they were the bad kids, but they weren't like the ideal kids you would watch your kids hanging around with, whatever that means to you these days. But I made it through high school. I graduated. I was top of my class. Not the tippy top. I wasn't like number one in my class, but I was pretty far up there. I went to college, met my husband. But I've always been the kind of person who never liked being seen. I never like to go out to parties. Even in high school, when my friends had parties, I was the kind of person who like was likely not to go. I've always been a homebody. The only time I really felt good about myself was when I owned my own business. I knew everything about that business, backwards and forwards, inside and out. But I still hired a manager to kind of be the face of the company. Because my background is in cooking and being the chef. So I stayed in the back and did all the cooking. So I took a big hit on my self-esteem when business closed. I had to close at the end of 2018. Granted, if it didn't close then, it would have closed during the pandemic because it was a small business. But I couldn't see what was coming down the road at that point. So I took a big hit to my self-esteem when my business closed. I'm trying out this Jeffree Star purple powder. It does smell heavily of cotton candy. But it's supposed to combat yellow color correction. It's leaving me looking a little purple. And a little cakey. I don't know if I like it that much. So then I had to go get a job out in the only industry that I really knew at the time. I had a degree in computer science, but I hadn't kept up with my knowledge of the industry, so I couldn't go back there. So the only industry that I knew was the restaurant industry. So or the hospitality industry, at least. So I had a couple of jobs working there. I think my biggest problem was I wasn't the boss anymore. I wasn't the boss lady. So I ended up getting fired from my last job. And I'd never been fired before from a job. I never even fired anybody before. So that just sent me reeling. Now my sense of worth as a worker had been called into question. First as a business person, then as a worker. I'd already had low self-esteem as just in general. So that's kind of when I decided to go into hiding into my little cocoon of a house. And I just didn't want to be seen by anybody. And I did see a therapist for a little while. About coming to terms with the loss of my business and getting fired from my other job. So I've come to terms with those two things, and that I don't want to say I'm not responsible, because I am responsible, but I'm not what do you call it? My life will go on, basically. I can learn from my failures and go on from that. Life is full of failures. Pick up and move on. I just have it. I've come to terms that they happened. They probably happened for a reason. I know why I got fired from my job, because I needed to come home and be a homeschool mom for my son. Because that was about the time that we were having problems with him at school. And we decided to take him out of school and homeschool him. So those two things happened at the right time. And also, it was shortly after I lost my job that the pandemic hit, and I probably would have gotten let go anyway. So there's that. But I still have this problem where I still have the low self-esteem, where I just don't feel like going out and being seen by people. Do any of y'all get that way? And when I do try to look my best. I just don't want, it's not like I really care what people think of me. It's hard to explain. I don't like feeling eyes on me. I'm just not comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Now, let me explain. I'm all for body positivity and health at every size if you are healthy in the skin that you are in. But I don't feel that way in my skin. And when I feel people looking at me, I feel like they can tell that I'm uncomfortable with them looking at me. And I can tell that they feel like I know. Like I said, I'm not really concerned with what they think about me as far as what I look like. Am I making any sense? I don't know. I don't feel like I fit in. I don't feel like I fit in anywhere I'm at. Anywhere I go, any place, any people I talk to, I've never, ever felt like I fit in anywhere. And when people look at me, I think they're thinking, she doesn't fit in here with us. I guess that is the point I'm trying to make. And I need to work on myself. Okay. Just putting some shimmer on my eye, and then I'm going to do the other eye off camera. I feel like that was the wrong shimmer. Oh, Lord. I'm running out of space on my phone. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay. I will be right back to summarize my thoughts, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, here is the finished makeup look. Okay. Final thoughts. When I do feel like I fit in with my family, and I only have like a couple of friends that I can talk to that aren't on the internet, and I mean that are real, not real, but that I've known like for more than 10 years. And but like the only time that I felt like I really fit in was when I owned my business. And when I started my YouTube channel, it was all about agoraphobia, and that I wanted to meet other people with agoraphobia that I could talk to. We could lift each other up. We could whatever, you know. And then I started making it more about makeup, and I met a lot of great people here doing makeup, and I mean on both sides, really, yeah. And I'm so grateful for that, having that experience. And but as far as getting out of the house, it's still very hard to do that for me, and for not just panic and anxiety reasons, but for low self-esteem reasons. And I am working on it. And I think makeup helps because it does make me feel better about myself when I go out. Sometimes I don't put in the effort or put on makeup when I go out, and it makes me feel well, it makes me feel better when I do put in the effort to put makeup on, even if it's just a little bit. But I'm so glad that I found it again because I went so long without using it. But anyway, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. You know, anything, leave a comment, anything you want to talk about. I hope you're having a great day out there today, and yeah, if you're not having a great day, I hope something comes along and sparks your day so that you can have a wonderful weekend or week whenever you are watching this. And if you are having an especially hard time, I am sending you out those good vibes so you can have I just hope you get them. Okay, alright, stay strong and stay healthy, and okay, stay safe out there, and okay, I will see you in my next video. Take care until then. Okay, goodbye.